Starting a business and making a successful business are two very different things. Now, despite what people will tell you, starting a business is really easy and literally anyone can do it. You don't have to be some sophisticated guru. I can say now, after 16 years in business and multiple ventures making millions, that they all shared the exact same thing. And it wasn't how smart I was, even though I do have a very smart team, much smarter than me in fact. But there are two fundamental challenges that present themselves with nearly every single business venture, especially at a young entrepreneur level. Firstly, we have the obvious, how to not run out of cash. And I think it's something crazy, like 90% of businesses fail for that reason. And the second, how to not quit. And that sounds less obvious, but to be fair, this is where most people fail. Let me give you an example. And if you've been watching my channel, you will already know about this one. It took my latest business venture 4 years before it started generating actual cash profits. I was north of 1.1 million invested before the tide started to turn. I upped sticks and was spending most of my time in Europe away from home. Literally years went by not knowing if it was going to work. But we stuck to the plan and it pulled off in year 4. Well, end of year 3. However, let me say that it would have been very easy to quit back in those years. And the truth is, most people would have. Now, I know many of you watching this don't have much capital to start your companies. And neither did I when I first started my company back in 2010. But the challenge is the same. When I first started out in 2010, I was on limited cash just the same as you. I didn't draw a salary and I got a job at Porcelanosa, and I ran my business from my mum and dad's garage so I didn't have to pay any rent. This meant that my only money outlay was for stock. And then in theory, as long as I always sold the stock for at least what I paid, then I would never run out of money. So you see the value was getting transferred out of cash into stock, stock back to cash, and never taking out and being used for salaries or that kind of thing, you know. And that worked. It preserved the cash. The trick that I used to overcome the mental defeat was also cool. And you guys might want to use this too. I just found people that were doing just as I was doing, and I kept telling myself, if they can do it, so can I. 2 years went by with not really anything happening. And I would just look at newspaper articles of people who had made big successful eBay businesses, like, if they can do it, so can I. And then anyway, year 3, I made $1 million net on 3.6 million in sales, all from eBay and Amazon. Obviously now I'm a distribution business, we've changed, but isn't that crazy? And let me tell you this, there is no way on earth I could have ever seen that coming in the years before that. 2010, 2011, 2012, nothing was happening. Then 2013, bang, I hit the front. But do you know how hard it was in those first 3 years to not fold and go back to working a normal job? All my friends were earning more money than me. I had gone without a social life. I was pretty much reclusive. I wasn't even really going to the gym. I wasn't taking care of myself, to be honest. I was just working my ass off. I didn't really even bother dating. I didn't even go on holidays for more than a couple of nights. And even then, I brought an iPad and I responded to customer emails 24/7. There is only one surefire way to success, and that is 100% dedication to the mission over everything. Nothing can come more important than just the mission. And if you are someone who is likely to quit if years go by and nothing is happening, then you aren't an entrepreneur yet. If you are the type of person to let your entrepreneurial vision come to a halt when you meet a woman, or a man if a woman's watching this, then you aren't an entrepreneur yet. If you get distracted by nights out or holidays and would rather do that than sit on your own and work towards business, then you aren't an entrepreneur yet. The fact of the matter is, a lot of people say it, but they don't want it. If you want it, you need to sacrifice now to get more later. Short-term pain for long-term gain. I hope this video helps motivate some of you guys because I get quite a few messages of people want to do it, but I think sometimes you need a reality check. 100% commitment and dedication, and it'll work out, guys. Anyway, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, thumbs up the video, and comment down below what you would like to see next.